What's up, guys? It's your girl SamFitz AKP Lover, back with another video. And without further ado, I think it's time for us to rant about something that has happened recently that I think wasn't handled correctly in any way. So basically, some of you might know already, but the 97liners went clubbing. That I support wholeheartedly if it weren't for our current circumstances. Them going clubbing, I'm all for it. If it was this time last year when people weren't dying, I would have been like, yes, do your thing, live your life. You're old enough to get into a club, so you should be going to a club. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like, totally enjoy yourself. Like, have a good time, drink, dance, have fun, because you deserve it. But because of our current circumstances, I feel like them going out was extremely selfish, and they put themselves in danger as well as every single person that they live with or would have been in contact with for those following days. That's how I feel about the situation, but seems like I'm kind of on my own with that opinion, and a lot of people feel like they were right to do what they did, and they shouldn't have faced any circumstances because of it. So the first excuse that I saw in defense for them wasn't really defending, more so deflecting from the actual situation. The first comment I saw was, "Oh, but what about the witnesses that saw them there? Oh, but it's okay for them to go clubbing, but not the idols." And also, the only problem that people have with this is that they went clubbing and they're not supposed to because they're supposed to have perfect lives. That, my friend, is not the problem in this situation. I will say this, I will speak for myself, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, them going clubbing and having a good time, it's none of my business. That's their personal life. That has nothing to do with me. Have fun, go out, enjoy yourself. That's my response to that. But also, like, why are you deflecting to the witnesses? For the witnesses, I don't think they should have been out either. I think they should have been at home. Keep your ass at home. Why are you going out? This is a global pandemic. Don't go out. Even if the bar is open and the club is open, I don't think that's good enough. You're smart enough and you're mature enough. You're an adult. You know what is going to happen in a case where you were to get it. Only one person who has it could spread it to the whole lot of yous, and that could end terribly, and a life could be taken because of your bad decisions. You're old enough, you're an adult, you make adult decisions. So for even if the government didn't close, like, those stuff or whatever, you should know in yourself not to go out. Like, I feel like that was another excuse where it's kind of like, oh, but the government didn't close the bars and these establishments were open, so it's okay that they went clubbing because it was open. You wouldn't have said it if they got it and they gave it to someone and someone would have died, would you? No, I don't think you would have. This is still a problem regardless. Like, I get that it was not closed, but you should have, you should know in yourself what could happen if you go out. Like, I feel like that's kind of, I feel like you should already know that. Like, in my country where I live, everywhere was closed all the way back in March. Schools were closed and everything. Like, everything was closed down. But before then, like a week before then, I actually stopped going in school and stuff. I didn't go out. I stopped because I knew what was going on and I knew it would get bad. And I'm literally 17 and I took the initiative to know not to go out because I know what will happen. Even though everywhere was still very much open. You could still go shopping. You could still go wherever you want. Nowhere was closed. I still knew not to do that because it's kind of common sense to know that if a virus is spreading and you could die if you get it, or you could give it to someone and that person could die, then it would not make sense for you to just know that you probably shouldn't go out. Now, I was seeing a bunch of people saying, oh, well, but like everybody went out in the weekend, so why is it a big deal if they go out? Well, every single person who went out in the weekend, what are you doing? Stay at home. Why are you going out? I don't think that's a good enough excuse to be like, okay, well, everyone went out, so why are we giving out to them for going out? All right, the reason why we're giving out to them specifically is because they actually have a presence in the public eye and everyone knows who they are. So everyone's going to talk about them because they're famous. But that's the reason why we're talking about them and not some stranger Joe down the street who nobody knows. That's why we're talking about them and not everybody else. Like every single person who went out, I don't think you should have been going out unless you were going out for something that actually makes sense. Now, I am not a public head figure and I can't change the laws, but I feel like I can at least tell you that it's not a good idea to do that. I can't tell you what to do. You do what you want to do. You're an adult. Do what you want to do. But I'm just telling you, not a good idea because of what could happen if you go out. Like that's my 2 cents on the situation. And that's my response to that. I think I skipped over the witnesses thing, but like, yeah, why were the witnesses out? You're totally right, but the thing is, I know you're deflecting, and I know you're diverting from the actual situation here and what we're actually talking about, because you're trying to defend your idol and then bring down a stranger instead. But that's not how it works. Yes, let's talk about the witness and the idol. Why were they both out? Let's talk about it that way. Let's not divert. Let's not deflect. Let's not ignore. Let's talk about everybody. Why are you going out when people are dying? I think you can hold off on the drinks and the dancing and the singing for like a little bit longer until it's safe to go out. Like that's my 2 cents. I have no idea why. It hasn't been implemented into law. But social distancing is a thing that everyone is saying. So, like, you're going to a public place that is very crowded. It's a club. Come on now. You're going there. You know what it's like because you've probably gone before. You know how crowded it is. Everyone is wrecking into your head. Social distancing, social distancing. And you still take yourself and your friends and you go to the club. Any sort of consequence that you get from that is very well deserved, in my opinion, because sure, they didn't get it. That's fine. They didn't spread it. But there was a possibility and there was a chance that they could have gotten it. They could have brought it home. Some of them live in dorms. They could have brought it to all the other idols that you love so much that would have stayed home and didn't go out. They could have brought it back to where they live. Plap, giving it to them. Giving it to them. Giving it to everyone who works there. Like, what's it called? Some of them went to music band, could have given to everyone who works there. That's how it works. That's how it spreads. You don't even know if you have it. A lot of people don't even know if you have it and you spread it. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to talk about how it works. If you want to know exactly how coronavirus works, then I'll leave a link in the description down below and you can click on the video and you can watch it and they will educate you on it because I am not a licensed doctor. I cannot tell you everything about it, but I know, what everybody knows, which is that it can spread easily, okay? So, they could have given it to someone else and, everyone could have gotten it. That would have been really bad. And then, unfortunately, one person could have gotten it and their immune system might have not been strong enough to carry it and they might have passed away. And that would have been due to someone deciding to go clubbing. And that's how it spreads and that's how it works. And that's why it's best to just stay at home. And that's why I feel like defending them blindly. When I hear a lot of people saying that fans just blindly support their artists, I try to say no, they don't. But this is one of those situations in which I can clearly see that they do. They should not be defended in this situation. They're in the wrong, in my opinion. Now, this is just how I feel. If you have a different opinion, let me know why you feel different. Maybe you live in Korea and it's different over there and maybe no one's getting it, then explain it to me. But where I live, probably not a good idea to go clubbing. Just in my opinion, I don't think it's a very good idea. That it's a mistake. And I understand that. And they've apologized for it. And that's cool. And I still respect them. And I'm still a fan of them. And I still listen to their music. And I think they're all talented. But I can't ignore the fans that are defending them and telling them that they shouldn't apologize. That's how I feel anyway. And those are my 2 cents on the situation. But I just feel like they shouldn't be defended here. Like, obviously, unnecessary hate is terrible. But people telling them, hey, I don't think you should have gone out. That's not a very good idea. Maybe you should have stayed home. No issue with that. That makes total sense. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's my opinion on the whole situation. This is literally just a super long rant. Don't mind me. That's literally it. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below what you think of the whole situation. As I said before, I'd leave a video just talking about the virus in the description down below. The more people know about it, the better. Yeah, stay home, stay safe. Please don't go clubbing. Please don't go out. Just stay at home until it's safe to do so because, you know, life is great. Don't, throw it away by going out and possibly getting it. Please, I beg you, stay at home, stay safe, and that's all I have to say. So thank you very much for watching. I've said it like a million times. Yeah, okay, bye-bye.